Hey Facebook, it's me again. It's another night in the shop doing stuff. I'm going to show you a couple things that I have to deal with. You've probably seen one of these before if you're a brass player. This is the number 2 slide off of one of our rental trumpets. And you'll notice that this one is missing the little draw knob. It's a pretty common repair. It happens pretty often. It takes any sort of hit or fall and that tends to become unsoldered. So I'm going to show you how to repair that. Luckily enough for me, I have supplies. I order these things by the 100. Now, I have a few of them laying around here. You'll need a couple of things to get started. First of all, you obviously need access to these parts. You use a little bit of acid flux and a little bit of a lead tin solder. This one is a 50-50 mix, which doesn't have a huge amount of tensile strength, but for an apparatus like this, it's I like to use it because it's the heat is low, the work temperature is low, because when you're dealing with something like this, you only have a small degree of give between where the flux activates and the solder melts and the lacquer burns. So you want to try and avoid burning lacquer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt this guy here just a hair so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take just a little dab of this acid flux. I'm going to put just a little dot right there in the middle. I'm going to take my torch here. Now, see this part right here, this little blue flame is about 800 degrees. And so you want to be careful with that, because that'll get you. Put my part on here. And I'm going to hold this in place using just a little needle pin here. I'm going to heat it up, and I'm going to heat it from the top. So hopefully we don't burn any of that lacquer. I'll just add just the tiniest little dab of solder to that. There we go. Ta-da! That, my friends, we have just joined 2 pieces of metal together using fire. Now, if you can do that right, like we just did it, it will involve no solder cleanup whatsoever. Just snuck it under there. You can see that it's a nice, clean job, and you are good to go. So that's how that's done. If you have any questions or concerns or smart remarks, leave it in the comment section. Until then, have a great night.